Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
Good to see you. Yeah.
That's according to the survey carried out by the NASUWT Union ahead of their conference this weekend, where its national president.
Teachers' brother has promoted a toxic form of masculinity and a hatred of women. Women are dumb. They are astonishingly popular on social media with millions of followers, many of them children.
So really
The
nice.
influence of the brothers is made starkly clear by a snapshot survey of teachers. It describes boys as young as 10 barking at female staff using derogatory language and intimidating behaviour like blocking doorways.
More than 1 in 4 women teachers are saying that actually misogyny by pupils is impacting them in the classroom. And you know, the reality is that we have now a situation of a behaviour crisis, but also a crisis in our schools in respect of misogyny, racism, homophobia and transphobia as well.
The poll of almost 6,000 teachers was carried out by the NASUWT Union. It showed 59% of those who responded felt social media has negatively impacted pupil behaviour. Female teachers are more likely to receive verbal abuse than their male counterparts. And 53 teachers specifically say Andrew Tate has directly impacted male pupils' behaviour, leading to an increase in misogynistic abuse.
We need to be addressing the reality that, you know, so many children and young people are having pretty much unfettered access to social media platforms which are frankly inciting hatred. And that can't be good. So we need to regulate the social media platform providers, and we need to be seeing effective action taken against those who are inciting others to hatred and violence.
Laura! Laura, sit down! Do not tell me when to sit down!
The Netflix programme Adolescence has sparked a national conversation about misogyny, access to social media, the use of smartphones. The Prime Minister invited the makers of the programme to Downing Street. In a statement, the Department of Education said the classroom should be a safe environment, and they're reviewing the curriculum to look at the skills children need in a fast-changing online world. The teaching unions want more to be done to curb what they're calling the dangerous influence of far-right populists and extremists. Graham Satchell, BBC News.
President Trump's warned he'll abandon attempts to broker a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine unless rapid progress is made towards ending the conflict. Mr. Trump says the US will behind the country makes it very
Thank you.
difficult to achieve a truce, but he didn't specify a deadline for achieving a peace deal. The second round of talks between the US and Iran are taking place in Rome, and it's hoped an agreement will be made about limiting Tehran's nuclear program in exchange for lifting economic sanctions on the country. Well, our world news correspondent Joe Inwood is here. Well, Joe, it's another set of high-stakes talks for the Trump administration, but what are the chances of the US getting a deal on this one?
I mean, both sides have said that they want a deal. Given that President Trump says that the alternative, what he calls the obvious, is military action, I think that does make it more likely. But it is worth pointing out the Iranians have said they won't talk under duress. But they did also say that the last talks, the one that took place in Oman last week, were respectful, were constructive, and the talks are now taking place in Oman. We haven't got any readout of what is taking place, but it is the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and Steve Witkoff, who is President Trump's wingman, who announced every international macro leading the delegations. They did briefly meet face-to-face last week, which is seen as a major thing. I think, given that the alternative, as I mentioned before, would be military conflict in the Middle East, there are very, very high stakes here. Both sides are hoping to aim some sort of breakthrough.
Okay, well, time will tell. Thank you very much, Joe Inwood, our world news correspondent. A man has admitted to dangerous driving following a car crash during a police pursuit on the A1, which left 7 officers injured. 20-year-old personal trainer Matyar Azargonyan appeared at Newcastle Magistrates Court this morning, also admitting to failing to stop on the night of the collision in Newcastle involving 5 police vehicles and a car. The identities of a British couple from Leicestershire who were killed in a cable car accident in southern Italy on Thursday have been confirmed. They were among 4 people killed. The operator organisators of the ride said the carriage which fell was near the top of Mount VINO when a cable snapped. Well, let's get more from Rupert Winfield-Hayes, who's in Rome covering this.
Thank you. Well, there has been some confusion around the identity of the British tourists involved in this tragedy on Thursday in southern Italy. It has now been confirmed that the Britons are a couple. They are called Graham and Elaine Wynne, aged 65 and 58 respectively, and they're from Market Harborough in Leicestershire. And as you say, Virginia, they were travelling on a cable car up a mountain just south of Naples on Thursday afternoon in bad weather when this tragedy struck. The cable carrying the car snapped, it plunged into the forest below, and 4 people on that car, including the couple, were killed. 2 others were an Israeli and the Italian car driver, the operator of the cable car, and a 5th person was very badly injured and evacuated to Naples and is now in hospital. There is a criminal investigation now has begun, and it will focus on how this system, which was passed as safe and inspected only 2 weeks previously, failed on Thursday so catastrophically.
Okay, Rupert, thank you for that update. Pubs will be allowed to stay open for an extra 2 hours in England and Wales on May the 8th, marking the 5th anniversary of VE Day, when victory was declared in Europe towards the end of the Second World War. The Keir Starmer said he wanted people to remember the sacrifices made in wartime and celebrate peace and freedom. Yunus Muller has more.
Victory in Europe Day marked the Allied forces' defeat of Nazi Germany, an emotional moment which sparked huge celebrations. To mark the 80th anniversary, those sacrifices are again being made. Pubs across England and Wales, including the Britain's Protection in central Manchester, people can come together for longer. Doors will be allowed to stay open until 1 a.m.
Anything that celebrates our history and our past is fantastic. It's important for the country, so I always think we should be supporting our past.
We're quite happy to go and, spend some time in the pub. Yeah, I think it's a nice British tradition as well.
For many pubs, the 1 a.m. closing time will mean an extra 2 hours of business. Here they already open until midnight, but say the extra hour will make a difference.
The support that they are giving us is a lot better than it was previous. With the connection to VE Day, obviously we won't be able to celebrate it. It's part of British history. Pub licensing hours can be relaxed to mark occasions of exceptional national significance, and the government is keen that everyone is able to be involved in celebrating those who served in the Second World War.
There was a similar extension for the Euro 2024 final and for major royal celebrations.
When we had last had a major national celebration of VE Day and anniversary, we were in the middle of COVID, so this is a great opportunity for people to be able to come together as communities to commemorate and mark the sacrifice of so many.
Other events to commemorate the 80th anniversary include a military procession and flight past, including the Red Arrows in central London on Monday, May the 5th. A display of nearly 30,000 poppies outside the Tower of London, originally used for a similar display in 2014. That opens on Tuesday, May 6th. And on the Thursday, May the 8th, commemorative services across the UK, including the National Arboretum, followed by street parties and community get-togethers. Remembrance, community and extended celebrations. A period to mark one of Britain's most important moments, as it was 80 years ago. Yunus Muller, BBC News.
Runners who took part in a half marathon in Beijing this morning found themselves pitted against some unusual competitors. 21 of these humanoid robots. It's the first time the robots had raced alongside humans over the 13-mile. Harrison takes that story.
It is the race of machine against man, an event which signifies that the future has very much arrived. 21 humanoid robots joining thousands of runners for a half marathon in Beijing. It's the first time this has happened, marking another landmark moment for the robotics industry and pulling in quite a crowd.
My daughter is very interested in robots. This morning she got up really early and asked to come and watch the robot marathon. It was quite a breathtaking experience.
A cutting-edge spectacle requires big characters, with showboating apparently encouraged. And as the race got underway, way, machines of all shapes and sizes took part. Regardless of build, just like for humans, not every robot could make the finish.
When our robots are deployed in factories, commercial settings, or everyday life, we expect them to work continuously, 24/7, without failure. Running the marathon is essentially an extreme test of reliability and stability.
The question many designers were asking, can a humanoid robot run faster than a man? The answer for now, a resounding no. This machine won the robotic half in 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's some 1.5 hours slower than the male winner. But the day was still considered a great success.
We're of course very happy with the results. We had set 3 goals for ourselves. First, to win the championship. Second, to complete the entire half marathon with a single robot. And third, to finish the race in under 3 hours.
Another golden moment for an industry making giant leaps. And it seems in this futuristic world, anything is possible. Sam Harrison, BBC News.
The robots reading the news next. Now, the World Snooker Championships underway in the Crucible in Sheffield, and 7-time winner Ronnie O'Sullivan's confirmed he will be taking part. Defending champion Kyron Wilson opened the tournament this morning against China's Lei Keifan and will take a 6-3 lead into the evening session. Well, that's it for me and the team here. You can join me on the BBC News channel this afternoon. The next news here on BBC One is at 5:20. Bye for now.
Hello there. The weather should be improving for most of us through the rest of today. As far as the rest of the Easter weekend is concerned, well, tomorrow sees more dry weather around and more sunshine as well. For Easter Monday, thickening clouds could well bring with it some heavy showers. Still got some rain around at the moment, and it has been really quite wet across Northern Ireland, western parts of Scotland as well. And we still have some showers running through the Midlands and into Wales. Those are going to die away. And generally, all this wet weather is tracking its way towards the northwest, so more places will become dry and maybe a bit brighter with perhaps some sunshine as well. Still quite cool though across Northern Ireland and western Scotland, quite cool as well around some North Sea coast too. Overnight tonight, well, we should see that rain moving away from Northern Ireland, still hanging on into the western Isles of Scotland, but generally it's becoming dry overnight. A lot of clouds to begin with, but then the cloud breaks later in the night, allowing temperatures to perhaps dip away to around 2 or 3 degrees. But tomorrow it'll warm up quite nicely in the sunshine, and many places will be dry with more sunshine than today. There's a bit more cloud though coming into southern parts of England. It brings a risk of 1 or 2 showers, and towards the far northwest the showers are never too far away. But many places will be dry, more sunshine. It'll be a warmer day for Scotland and Northern Ireland. England and Wales, those temperatures not changing too much. Now we have low pressure still sitting close by. It brings the risk of those showers in southern England, but that then dies away. As we head into Easter Monday, there is a weather system coming in from the Atlantic. That's going to bring with it more cloud. It will bring with it some patchy rain. But as the rain clears from Northern Ireland, get a bit of sunshine, that could trigger some thundery showers in the afternoon, and there may well be some heavy thundery showers developing later in East Anglia and the southeast of England, where things are just that little bit warmer. And it may well be a warmer day across northern parts of Scotland, where it should stay dry with some sunshine. Next week, high pressure returns, and that means some drier weather.
Dad isn't desperately searching for a kids show. He's calling in the backseat negotiator. Whoever you are, why every stream BBC iPlayer.
What's your name? Austin Hogan. I'm pretty sure that I'm your son. A beloved children's author getting to know his long-lost autistic son. It could be a book. I'm a few documentary. Maybe you'd like to come and visit us. I'm kind of great friend.
Is the handshake okay?
Have you watched them recently?
No, she hasn't.
That can be difficult. Still in the car, isn't it?
Brand new Austin. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Afternoon, Katie live on BBC One, and now on the spot in Sheffield to the Crucible for live coverage of World Championship Snooker.
Welcome to Sheffield, the heartbeat of South Yorkshire, home to rolling hills and green bays, a level playing field for all. Once the crucible of the Industrial Revolution, our city of steel and of soul, steeped in industry, resilient in character and defined by spirit, a city of heroes, of art, culture and of common people. A city of blades and owls, a red and blue divine. A city full of hopes and dreams. And each spring, 32 of the world's best gather, ready to forge their name into history. For 48 years, the very best have gathered here in this iconic venue. 23 different champions crowned, countless stories told. Old heads meet young drums, battling for each other and themselves, all trying to prove their mettle in the Steel City, here at home in Sheffield.
Necrophone, NECROTELLY, MORTUTELE. Spiritual TV.
Good afternoon. It's full steam ahead on this opening day of the Halo World Championship. Play got underway inside the famous Crucible Theatre at 10 o'clock this morning. But you know, even before a ball had been potted today, this championship had already been turning heads and creating history. Because even in the bun fight to be in the 32-man field at the qualifying tournament, we had much drama and some head-spinning sporting firsts. After 10 tough days of qualifying at the English Institute of Sport, the battle to join the Crucible last 32 came down to the final round, Judgment Day. The talk of the qualifiers was Welshman Jackson Page making snooker history by becoming the first player ever to compile 2 maximums in one match.
Yeah, to hit 2 up for 7s in a game has been great, you know. Yeah, it's true, I suppose, you know, I'm over the moon to do that.
Page missed out on playing at the Crucible again, though, losing out to Joe O'Connor.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I can beat anyone, so I'm looking forward to it.
There will be 3 players making their Crucible debuts, including China's Lei Pei-fan. He's one of a record 10 Chinese players in the main stages of the tournament this year. Essex's Zach Shorty is another of the debutants.
Yeah, unbelievable. Something I've always dreamt of, and now somehow it's come true.
And Welshman Daniel Wells has managed to put his place in the Crucible for the first time on his 16th attempt. He made it past Gary Wilson in a decider.
Time's been ticking, and the 16 years have gone really quickly, so yeah, it'll be special, you know, more for my family than myself, I think, you know, my parents will be really proud, so yeah, it'll be really, really great occasion.
So some record-breaking and a lot of heart-breaking as well at the qualifying tournament, and these gentlemen have done a bit of both in their time. 6 times world champion Steve Davis and 7 times world champion Stephen Hendry. For all of your exploits, guys, you've never done a Jackson Page, though. 2 maximums in the one match. What do you make of it, Stephen? Amazing.
Absolutely stunning achievement. It really is. Obviously, a bit of a sour taste that he didn't actually make it to the Crucible, you know, losing the next. Whether that affected him in the next match, I don't know, but incredible achievement.
You know, there have been 14 maximums made at the Crucible since '83. There have been 14 this season alone on the tour. And that just shows you, what does it tell us about the standards in this game next?
Well, I think it shows that break building, the players are getting closer to what is achievable break building stakes. So there are more breaks won in one visit than ever before. So that qualifying section of this championship down there at the Institute is 70.
Yeah.
The same. I mean, he's probably going to earn more prize money than, well, maybe, well, perhaps a runner-up even. I don't know, but yeah, what an achievement.
It is, and actually, that £147,000 for making 2 in one of the majors. In fact, it's a whole series. If you make 2 across the series of the Triple Crown events and the Saudi Masters, then that prize is on. In fact, there's another 2 offerings of that